God be with you. God be with you. May the Lord watch over you.
Heyo. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
He near bit my head off.
You can't choose your kin, eh?
Isn't that God's truth?
There's the good doggy. That's my boy. Come along, free. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got something for you. I hope you won't need them, but just in case.
Thank you. Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
It's a bit late now. We'd be coming home in the dark. Another time, all right?
Back to the mill. Home!
God save you. Take care.
Everything for the house. Garden and field. Knives, axes, plates, hoes. Get the best right here.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
All right. As long as you've got the enrollment stake. Sir Hanish's rule is every contestant has to put up 60 groschen.
Of course. Here you are.
I'll write your name down. Henry, you said. And I need to know what weapon you choose.
Longsword. I reckon it's what I'm best at.
Good. Get yourself ready. You're next in line. See you later. Meeting face to face in this round will be Alder Fryer, a man-at-arms from Sir Divish of Townboat's garrison. And he will face Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kubla. Welcome, our warriors. All is prepared for the first duel. We will witness a duel with longswords. The victor of the first duel is Henry of Skalitz. The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
Do picie!
Fucking hell!
He is hereby declared the victor in this round and shall proceed to the next round. The first combatant will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir RYZEN Kubla. And his adversary will be Thaddeus, commander of the guard at Talmberg. Welcome, our warriors. The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Fucker! Given up already? Jesus Christ!
Now the winner of the first bout is Henry of Skalitz. The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields. And the second duel was won by Henry of Skalitz. See in this round, we shall proceed to the next. The first combatant will be Henry of Skalitz, from the company of Sir RYZEN Kubla. And his adversary will be Bowman Richard, from the garrison of Sir Divish of Tamburg. Welcome, our warriors! All is prepared for the first duel. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Missed! Had enough?
And the victor is Henry of Skalitz. And now's the time to choose weapons for the next duel. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield.
Bollocks! Oh, well landed. God!
The victor of the second duel is Henry ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Laipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Komila. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
What again? How many times is that this month?
3 times.
You did it in the end, Henry.
Where did it happen this
No
time?
doubt you're well satisfied. And I'm sure you'll be happy with this prize.
I certainly am, my lord. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
Comes in.
God be with you.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. See you later.
What? Are you volunteering to get your head smashed in?
That's right. Let's go.
Way off! Haircut! Ah! You die for that!
Any chance of a bite to eat?
Ale!
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
God be with you.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
God be with you.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Goodbye.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. God be with you.
One beer for me. What? Are you volunteering to get your head smashed in?
Calm down. I don't want any trouble.
Then get lost. What? Are you volunteering to get your head smashed in?
That's right. Let's go.
Jesus Christ! What?
God's blessings. You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
God be with you.
Am I invisible?
Jesus Christ be praised.
No, clear off.
Ah!
Please!
Ah! Anyone!
There! Alarm! Quick, everyone! Come here! Somebody help!
For fuck's sake!
Here! Don't let him get away!
Yeah. Here! Help! Quick, everyone! Come here!
My God! Somebody help! Help! Here! For fuck's sake!
You! Stop right where you are! Surrender! You'll have to answer for your Now you're for it. Nobody gets away with shooting at people here, understand? This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime doesn't pay.
Damn it. Here's your coin then.
All right. Just make sure it doesn't happen again.
Fucking come on there.
Ow!
Had enough.
Oh, slaughter!
I'm going to enjoy this.
Fucking hell!
I'm over here.
Come here, Lily Liver.
Is that the best you could do?
Oh, wait.
What's the matter? Come on.
I'm going to
Bring it on.
Come here, Lily Liver.
God be with you, Henry. Congratulations on winning the tournament. I'm proud of you.
Sir, my investigation led me back to Skalitz, and I happened across a criminal there. I just wanted to report to you, sir, that I dealt with that murderer. He attacked me and... well, I got the better of him. He won't be doing any more harm to anyone.
That was a brave deed, Henry. Thank you. I see you've been doing an excellent job in my service. I sent a patrol there some time ago, and they never returned.
Sir, this investigation into the Neuhof massacre... it's getting a bit complicated.
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the Horsons who torched Neuhof.
That's excellent news. Did you find out any more?
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former cronies, a fellow they call Pius. Apparently he was at Neuhof too.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh. I don't much like the sound of it.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counterfeiters, now this. I'd be glad to have someone take a look inside.
What should I do with Pius once I find him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then getting him to the bailiff.
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your abilities.
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how, though.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you good. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sadly, my relations with the monastery aren't entirely congenial. You'll have to figure something out for yourself. See you later.
God save you. Good luck, then.
Good day. God be with you.
Mixed goods, handy implements, and machines of every kind. Come on up and buy.
God be with you.
See you later.
fresh bread. Bread, rolls, buns, and pretzels for you.
Vegetables, fruit, apples, cucumbers, onions. Come get 'em.
Flour, eggs, salt.
Greetings. See you later. See you later.
God preserve you. Take care. Good luck then.
I hope I can be of... Take care.
Where are you at? Oh,
Stop you.
Here! I'm gonna enjoy this.
Kunda!
Is that the best you can do? What's the...
Take that!
God be with you. Take care.
Humble greetings.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Good luck.
Serve God here.
Look out!
Sasa.
What would I give? I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am. Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes. Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel. So instead, I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Let's have a drink.
A man after my own heart. The drink's on me.
One beer.
And will my guardian angel here join us in imbibing? No, he will not. Perish the thought. My dear, dear lad, what a cross I have to bear. You know, after the tavern, we should pay a visit to some whores. But Manfred won't let me. Get rid of him.
See you later.
One beer for me.
What do you need?
You're Manfred, the young lord's guardian?
Indeed I am. Why?
As you ordered.
You must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days, just watching him get drunk, and not having a sip yourself.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it. But if I dull my senses in the slightest, that rogue will surely get up to mischief.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him. Like you said, you deserve some fun.
I can see you're a reliable lad.
All right.
So what shall we have to drink? And while we're at it, why not have a little game?
Goodbye.
You're a brave soul taking me on. I'm not used to losing.
Got it to you right here.
Ale as usual.
Got it to you right here.
To the women. God bless them.
There. Satisfied? There. Satisfied? Coming right up.
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw.
Certainly. I'll touch it right away.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good. No one ever died from throwing dice, you know. That's all. Ah, that's how dice should roll.
Pull me an ale.
Mine.
Certainly. I'll fetch it right away. I'll bring it right away.
Any chance of a bite to eat?
I just don't know who's yet. Any volunteers?
Here.
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God! He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
Why are you being sent to the monastery?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was, indisposed for 9 months.
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the lord of your feet.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bukovo was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me again.
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take and won't stop until I'm behind the monastery walls.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak under lock and key?
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. Well, that's your problem. You can only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ? I'll just tell them I'm you.
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare-arsed? What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has me in the palm of his hand.
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins.
Coming right up.
If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning and no one would ever see me again.
That's all then.
Take care.
For me. I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse. You can do as you like with the writ.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best be on your way now before Manfred finds out that he's been robbed.
And what are you going to do?
Get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away as possible before that old man even knows I'm gone. Take care.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. He must be used to that, though.
I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone. But he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery, so there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of St. Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. God be with you.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way to get an education and do something worthwhile with my life.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily need. This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to. This is the garden. A place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware. Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren. And above us monks are the prior and the cicatas, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. The refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The Rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous. The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how.
And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here. I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
I see. Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Tell me something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously and do your duties honestly.
Who's in charge?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
Are there already candidates to be the new abbot?
Brothers John and Nevlas. But the others have been fighting like dogs because of them. We don't have to fight about anything, though.
Why can't novices vote?
They say we don't have enough experience to decide about anything. Don't worry, we'll get our chance.
Why is who wins so important?
We're young and we'll spend the rest of our lives here. And the abbot decides everything about our lives. Didn't it ever occur to you how powerful he is?
Tell me something about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He's what they call the provost. He'd like to bring back solemnity to the monastery through reform and by returning to pure faith. A lovely idea, but most of the monks are against it.
This John, who is he?
A circator, and really just an unpleasant old man. It's mostly the older brothers on his side, because they believe he'll protect the status quo and all the benefits that come with long service here.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother, and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
Who would you choose as the new abbot if you could?
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote? Gregor, don't go poking your nose into other people's business. You'll sleep better at night.
What is it, brother?
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. But I've no time for idle chat. I transcribe books from dawn till dusk. I've been doing it for years, and I'll be doing it till the day I die.
What, you do nothing else?
It is my penance and my blessing. And now, brother, if you don't mind, I'd like to get this page finished. Praise be to Christ.
I'd like to ask about something.
Can't you see I'm working?
Peace be with you, brother.
Stop, Gregor!
Among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds...
Listen, brother, is there anyone in the monastery who can help me get hold of something... well, something that's not so readily available?
I can't help you there. Brother Solarius might.
Brother? Where were you during Mass? Don't tell me you didn't know that Holy Mass is the foundation on which your life here is built.
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to immediately. It will never happen again.
Really? This time I'll look the other way. But next time, you won't get out of being punished.
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during the ceremony. I have a feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm a cicada.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything is the way it should be.
And when it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother?
About you in the election. Will you tell me more about it?
Ask me anything you want.
Tell me something about Nevlas.
Nevlas is weak and toothless. He's full of hot hair. How anyone could think he'd make a good abbot is beyond me. Enough. I don't even want to hear his name again.
I'd like to know what's going on here.
Well, the young brothers feel they don't have the same rights and responsibilities as we, who have spent much of our lives here. And what of it? Privilege needs to be earned. Nevlas is lying when he says he wants to right wrongs. All he cares about are benefits for himself and his cronies.
I'd like to help you if I can.
There is something you could do. I'm convinced Nevlas must have done something that would greatly damage him if everyone found out. If he was preaching water and drinking wine, for example.
So I should dig something up on him and tell you about it?
Exactly. But I doubt you'll have any luck. Nevlas is too cunning and careful to give anything away.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't seem right to me.
He who aids a sinner sins himself. I shall pray for your soul, brother.
Thank you for answering. I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Anyone may perhaps want to read, let him read to himself in such a way as not to disturb anyone else. Let none be said rather early, at the middle of the 8th hour, and let them again do what work has to be done until vespers. Weak or sick...
What can you tell me about the novices here?
And what can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager, perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about whom I know nothing.
Acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation. Delay, lukewarmness, grumbling, or objection. For the obedience given to superiors is given to God.
I'm interested in the monastery's history.
Well, it was founded by Saint Procopius 500 years ago.
Heretics, you said?
They wanted to worship God with some foreign...
Who's in charge of things around?
Oh, Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't...
And what happens when the old abbot dies?
Well, that...
Tell me something about life here.
Prayer, work.
Can you tell me something about the rule of St.
7 centuries ago, St. Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue, the grass is...
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then, as a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the cicadas. They're the ones who maintain discipline.
Can you leave the monastery?
Where would you go? You've everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors here are closed and locked.
About you in the...
Ask me anything.
Thank you for answering.
What would you like?
The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on daily manual labor. Idleness is the enemy of the soul. Therefore, the brethren should be occupied at certain times in manual labor.
What would you like?
And again at fixed hours in sacred reading. To that
I'd like to ask you something about...
Times for each may be prescribed as follows. From Easter until the calends of October.
Are there ever any disagreements between the brothers?
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels right now are about the election of the new abbot. They can already see poor Peter in his grave.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
The old abbot is practically on his deathbed. There are 2 candidates. Half the monastery wants John, the other half Nevelas, and there's no chance they'll come to an agreement. But you've probably already noticed the atmosphere around here.
At the middle of the 8th hour, and let them again do what work has to be done.
Tell me about John.
John is a Cicata, and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crozier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure.
I'd like to know about Nevelas.
Nevelas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith firm, and his ideas rational. Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which many brothers don't like.
That is to say, he should show them
Why
all
does
that
it
is
matter?
good
Because the future the older brother...
even more than by his words.
I thought politics weren't part of the monastic way of life.
You're right. But we know nothing besides the monastery, and the abbot's decisions can influence our entire life. Some of the brothers take it.
The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required. Let him make no
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
Brother John, obviously. No one's interested in Nevelas and his new ideas.
Unless it be one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of the
Talk to me, brother.
I'd like to ask...
as soon as they begin to appear.
Who would you like to be the...
Brother John, obviously. No one's interested in...
Let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time. But bold, hard, proud, and disobedient character, he should curb at the very beginning of their ill-doing by stripes and with other bodily punishments. Knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. And again,
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
Who, because of the holy service they have professed, and the fear of hell, and the glory of life everlasting,
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
receive it as a divine
Well, that's all.
and cannot suffer
Thank you for your time,
any
brother.
But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation.
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
For the obedience given to superiors is given to God.
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
The command, yet his word will not be acceptable to God, who sees that his heart
You really don't know anything about anyone?
far from gaining a reward
Well, thanks anyway.
as this.
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just haven't felt like getting to know anyone yet.
The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on humility.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
As soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine command.
Come on.
and cannot suffer
Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and
Will you tell me? I mean, where you...
lips, but simply in his heart, then
You see, I'm looking for someone here.
You're looking for someone? But you're a novice, aren't you?
I am a novice. At least until I find the man I'm looking for.
Why would you be looking amongst monks? You know, the laws of man aren't valid here.
I'm looking for a footpad who's hiding out here in the monastery. He had a hand in raising the Neuhoff farm. He's taken many lives.
I heard something about that. But why are you telling me all this?
Because you could help me. It has to be one of the other novices.
That can't be. Have you told the prior? What are you going to do to this man once you find him?
by the superior, receive it as a divine command and cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable
Talk to him.
God and pleasing
Then I'll see.
only
Do you have any idea which of the novices could be the imposter I'm looking for?
I don't know, and I don't care to know. I wish you'd never told me. Now I won't be able to sleep at night.
Given to superiors is given to God. For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and murmurs, not necessarily with his lips, but simply in his heart, then even though he fulfills...
If you could, who would you vote for to be the abbot?
But I can't vote, so what's the point of worry? Ask Antonius. He often talks about it, and I'm sure he has an opinion.
Incur the punishment due to murmurers, unless he amend and make satisfactory.
Peace be with you, brother.